Hey guys, welcome to another short morning yoga stretch with Arrive Yoga. Today we're going to be all about opening up the hips without forgetting, of course, the rest of the body. So this is a great stretch to do not only in the morning right when you wake up, but also after a long day at work. So go ahead, find a comfortable spot on your mat and let's begin. So go ahead and bring yourself to the back of your mat. We're going to bring the knees together, the feet together, and the tops of your feet flat on the ground. We're going to bring the hands behind us, roll the shoulders forward, up and back, as if you want to open up the chest, open up the shoulders, and bring the elbows almost as if they're touching, but they're not going to be touching. Taking a deep breath in here. And then on the exhale, we're going to bend the elbows, keep that opening in the chest area, and then just lift the knees up. So this is a nice front leg stretch, especially for your ankles. This can be a really intense stretch if you have tight ankles, so go at a limit that is comfortable for you. Remember to breathe. And then exhale, go ahead and drop the knees down, walk the hands forward. Open up the knees, mat width apart, big toes to touch. And then right away here, we're already going to be inviting more of a focus on the hips. So I invite you guys to just start to rotate a little bit side to side. And then exhale to center, drop it down. The sit bones are focused more towards the heels, forehead on the ground. And just invite a deep breath. Invite a surrender. Just taking a moment here before we get fully integrated into our practice. A little moment to just breathe, to arrive onto the mat, and to set the tone for our practice, and then by extension for the rest of our day. Using the breath as your guide through every movement today. Using the inhale to expand the body, open up the tight areas where we tend to hold tension. And then on the exhale, let melt and wash away all tension and stress built up. Feel free to roll the head from side to side if you wish. Start to integrate a bit of mobility, opening up the shoulders, getting a nice little massage in the forehead, relaxing all the muscles in the face. And then on the exhale, we're going to plant the hands into the ground, slowly rise back up, taking a deep breath in here, bringing yourself onto all fours, and right away we're just going to start lifting the feet up, rotating the ankles, squeeze and release the toes, and then just start to integrate the rest of the body. So this is a bit more of a freestyle kind of stretch. We just start to move into cat-cows, into figure eights, integrating the head, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, and of course, the hips, since we are focusing on the hips today. Two more breaths. And then we're going to bring it back to center. And we're going to invite the right foot to come forward on the outside of your right hand. So the toes are just barely hanging off the edge of your mat and the heel is a little bit more in. Since this is a hip opening, we're going to invite a little bit more opening today. So with the right hand, we're going to push open on the inhale And then think extension in the spine first, and then opening up, bending back. On the exhale, like a wave-like motion, let everything come back to center. Inhale, open up once more. Exhale, bring it back in. Make it a dance, make it a smooth wave-like motion. Inviting the way that we move our body a bit more fluid. And helping in releasing that tension that causes that rigidity, or that rigid way of moving. Last one. Inhale, open. And then exhale, bring it back to center. We're going to keep the leg where it is, and the knee is going to be facing more towards up towards the ceiling. And then I invite you guys to just either bring blocks or pillows underneath you, or coming all the way down onto the elbows. Breathing in here. If the knee flares out just a little bit, that's okay, but try to really bring in the big toe of your right foot anchored into the ground. So you're really not opening up too far here. We're reaching a little bit more inwards. The knee will flare out a little bit, but just try to invite more that center feeling. Breathing in here. And exhaling out, we're bringing all the focus, the breath, the release into the hips. Let the neck and upper back and shoulders relax. Relaxing the jaw and all the muscles in the face. Just reminding yourself this is the short moment that you're taking today for you. So try not to see this as a competition or seeing as far as you can go or how flexible you can be, and rather bring the focus back on the sensation in the body, on the breath, on taking this moment for you to set the tone for the rest of your day. Inhale, coming back up onto the hands, and we're going to slowly straighten that front right leg, bringing that right foot in flexion. And then exhaling here. The tailbone, you're going to slowly bring that right hip back and left hip forward and the tailbone towards the sky. So this is going to help create an even deeper stretch in that back right leg. Letting the head fall if you wish. Again, focusing more on that sensation of release. On the next inhale, bend that front leg, bring it back into center, bringing the right hand on the outside. And we're going to crawl the back toes under and just lift that back knee. Now we're bringing ourselves into that low lunge, leaning forward and back. Starting to wake up that left leg a little bit here too. Left hand to the ground, twisting over towards the right. So that right knee is going to stay nice and centered this time. Right arm to the sky. Deep breath in here. Opening up. And then exhale, right hand down to the ground. Coming onto the toes of your right foot. Heel is lifted or on the ground, depends on your flexibility. And then we're turning over so that your right hand is on the ground. The left toes curl up towards the sky. Left arm up. We're opening up that left inner hip, that right inner hip, and the chest here. And we're bringing a little bit of strength training. Breathing in here. Exhale, bring it all back to center. Right foot back, downward facing dog. And this is our first down dog, so go easy on yourself. Walking one leg and the other. Bending and straightening, letting the hips go from side to side. And when you're ready, bring that left foot forward on the outside of your mat. Taking a moment here. The toes are barely hanging off of the mat. The heel is in. And we're going to bring that left hand to the left knee. Inhale, open up. Exhale, wave-like motion, keeping that extension in the spine. Bring it in. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, opening up. Exhale. Last round, inhale, open. Exhale, bring it back to center. Keeping that left foot on the outside. And we're gonna bring ourselves down onto the elbows or onto a block or bolster, depending on what you did on the other side. And just opening up that left hip. Invite softness, relaxation in the body if possible. Just breathe in here. Slowly releasing all that tension. As you guys can maybe see, I had a bit of a problem with my neck. I went to an amusement park with my husband for his birthday, and I did a roller coaster that shook a little too much. So I woke up and can't move my right neck. So sorry for the awkward turns. Inhale, coming back up. And then exhale, bring it all the way back, straightening that left leg, flexing the left foot, breathing in. Left hip back, right hip slightly forward, just to deepen that stretch in that left leg. Feel free to let the head fall heavy if you wish. And exhaling out. Beautiful release here. Enjoying this beautiful feeling of releasing that emotional or mental or physical tension. And just kind of like we're creating a new blank page for today. Go ahead, bring yourself back forward, walk that left foot in, and we're gonna lift that back knee. Low lunge, just take a few rounds here, opening up. Right hand to the ground, open up, left hand up to the sky. Deep breath here. Inhale, back to center, left hand down to the ground, coming onto the left toes, opening up, right heel into the ground, right toes to the sky, breathing in. Invite a calm within the strength. Invite the breath to create a focus and the balance, to open up the body, the heart. Be open to what wonders today has to bring, as cliche as that may sound. I really invite you guys to be open to what today has to offer, to try to see today kind of with a new set of eyes, coming back to center. Left foot back, downward facing dog. We're going to bring that right knee forward behind the right wrist for our pigeon pose. And taking a couple breaths here, just moving the body softly to integrate that letting go of tension built up in the lower back, in the outside of the right hip, and even in the front of that left leg. Walking the hands in closer. Imagine you want to root the tailbone down towards the ground, opening up the spine, the chest, and then exhale, bending from the hips first, bring it down. Exhaling out. Try to release the weight of the body into the ground. Imagine you're sending every inhale into that right hip, into every cell of that right hip, and watch every cell expand, cleanse, and then on the exhale, just feel that sensation of everything that no longer serves you for the greater good. Release, letting go. One more breath here. Then exhale, slowly rise up. You're going to bend that left knee and either keep it here if this is your limit. If you want to take it a bit further, grab with your right hand that back foot, opening up and then pulling in towards you. Deep left leg stretch here. Enjoy the sweet release. Exhale, slowly release. Dropping left hand back, right foot to back, left foot back, downward facing dog. Taking a moment here just to make circles with that right hip. Get the body recentered. And when you're ready, bring that left knee forward, pigeon pose, left side. Just taking a moment here to square off the body, settle into this position, breathing in. Extending the spine first, really rooting down that tailbone towards the ground, the hips opening up. And when you're ready, exhale, bring it down. Couple loving breaths here. Again, picturing the inhale and the oxygen rushing through to that left hip, nourishing every cell, expanding, and exhale, washing away what no longer serves. Breath is key here. On the next inhale, slowly rise back up. Curl the back toes. Oops, sorry, I forgot almost. First, plant your right hand and go ahead, grab that right foot, opening up towards the left. Deep breath in here. And then on the exhale, release that back leg and bring yourself into downward facing dog, rotating that left leg, left hip, and bringing it back to downward facing dog. And bring yourselves onto your bottoms into a seated position. And then we're going to bring the soles of your feet together, the knees falling apart, hands over to the ankles. Deep breath in here. And then exhale, release it down. Make this more of a passive stretch, so no pushing or pulling. Just simply allowing the weight of your body to create that opening in your hips. Feel free to sway from left to right if you wish. Feel different areas in the lower back and in the hips. And coming back to center, inhale, bring it back. Go ahead and bring yourselves onto your back, hugging the knees into the chest. Final few moments here, rolling from side to side, breathing in. Go ahead and extend that left leg down into the ground, hugging that right knee towards the right armpit. And then grabbing either the big toe or the outside of your right foot and pulling that right knee down into the ground. Make sure that left hip doesn't lift up too much and try to anchor the left hip back down into the ground. Breathing in, anchoring that left leg into the ground. One more breath here. And then exhale, go ahead and just walk that right knee over to the left for a full body twist. Both shoulders down into the ground. Deep breath here. Nice release in the shoulder, lower back. Bring it back to center, hugging both knees, rolling side to side, little massage in your back. Extending right leg into the ground, grabbing either outside of the foot or the big toe. And bring the knee down to the ground. Try to relax the neck and shoulder area. Revisiting all the muscles in your face, letting go. Breathing in. Softening the eyes. When you're ready, go ahead and walk that left knee over to the right. Both shoulders into the ground. Breathe in here. On the next exhale, coming back to center, hugging the knees, rolling side to side. And go ahead and bring yourselves into a Shavasana. Even though this is most likely a sequence that you've done in the morning, we're going to make this a short Shavasana. However, if you want to pause the video and stay in a Shavasana much longer, don't hesitate to do this. The Shavasana is the most important part of our sequence, of our practice, where you can really connect with the body and let all the beautiful magic that we just created, all of the healing, this is where it integrates with your body and your being. Go ahead and bring a blanket if you want. Take up space, the legs wide apart, the arms apart. Adjusting yourself one last time to be just that 5% more comfortable. Take a deep breath in through to the forehead. And exhale, scanning the body, releasing, letting your body melt into the ground, fully letting go. Shavasana. And slowly, gradually allow your attention to come back to the body. Moving the toes and the fingers, the hands, the arms, the legs. Stretching the body one last time and one last deep, full body breath here. And exhale, bending the knees, coming onto your side. And just taking a moment here. Keeping the eyes closed. Just appreciate being and just appreciate where you are right here, right now, as you are. And in your little private cocoon, bring yourself to lift the corners of your mouth for a little smile and noticing how that makes the body feel. Step out of that comfort zone and just give it a try. If it makes you want to laugh, go ahead and laugh. Just notice how it feels. Take a deep, loving breath into that smile. And continuing to keep the eyes closed, go ahead and slowly bring yourself into a seated position. Bringing the hands together to chest, to your heart. Bowing down, thanking yourself for taking this time that you've taken today to take care of you. Namaste.